another new champion. This is 4 years, 4 champions, all different.
Yep.
This league by far got way more competitive this year.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, I feel like by like week 5, people were falling off a couple years ago. Last year was horrible, and it was me who fell off. I'll just say it right now. I blamed it on COVID, and this whole team's game got canceled because of COVID. I was like, nah, fuck this. I don't even want to deal with this.
That did suck.
Here's my 20. Here's my 20. I'm ready for fucking basketball. I'm ready for fucking baseball. I don't know, dude. It was too much, but this season was a lot better. And everybody was sticking with it. Everybody did waivers. Everybody did. I don't know if everybody did a trade, but everyone was kind of talking about trades.
GRAM didn't do any trades.
Yeah, GRAM didn't do anything, but yeah, it was just like everyone is a more educated fantasy football player now. You can tell.
Yeah.
And it made for a good playoffs. It made for a good season. And I don't know if you want to take it away a little bit, DRAM, because you were in the championship. You're representing, going for 2 podcasts in the championship.
Let's see if I can pull up my fantasy cast real quick just so I can see what happened. It just to me, it just sucked that it came down to like, of all the games that mattered, right? The championship week, the Monday night. So like, even let's say this game was on like the game that got canceled was like on a Saturday night, I could flex someone in. You know, we would have options.
It was the last game of the
game
fantasy football season.
Yeah, last game literally on a Monday night. So you couldn't even flex anybody because the whole team got canceled. And so I know it just didn't affect us. It affected like almost every freaking fantasy league there was at some point.
Yeah, any fantasy league that is more mature or more serious has a week 17 final.
Yeah, because they don't do a week 18
because no one does 18. If you do 18, you're either like a little bit uneducated or new to fantasy.
Yeah, because
you don't realize how many teams
bench people.
And you're gonna have fantasy players on good teams because they score and they win. And so like it's rare when you have this guy who gets garbage points and still gonna put up big numbers for you. Everyone gets benched week 18, so everyone just pushes it back.
At least all the good teams. So like the teams that have the people there, like the teams in the finals usually have a couple people from the best teams because they're the ones that score.
Exactly. Yeah, that's where the points are made. So I think it was like 95% of leagues have a week 17 final.
Yeah.
So there's 5% that didn't get affected 100%, but it still could have affected their like semifinal matchup.
Yeah.
But either way, it was an unfortunate situation, of course. I think they handled it the right way. It needed to be canceled. DeMar Hamlin needed to be the priority. Yeah. I'm glad everything's positive in his recovery and everything like that, because it was crazy to see. We've never seen anything like that from football. Yeah, you just see someone, break a leg. You see someone not moving, paralyzed, and it's still not that crazy.
Yeah, because
like it was a different level. It went up to something else.
Yeah, we were at the crossing, eating wings and stuff like that. I think it was me, my brother, or me, Chicken Wing, his wife, my wife, and my mother-in-law and her sister were sitting at crossing eating. And then all of a sudden, we were watching the game right there because they had the game on. And then I was like, what the frick? He got up and he fell back, and I was like, that's not good. Like, what the hell happened there? Because you saw him like get up, shake his helmet, and then all of a sudden you just like bam, fell back. And I was like, it could be concussion or whatever. But then when it took like once it reached like 2 minutes like that, I was like, oh no, that's way worse. That's like either spinal cord injury or something. Like it was something way more hardcore than freaking what we thought.
And it was the way he fell. There was no type of like
indication.
I'm gonna catch myself. I'm gonna try and impact the fall. Like no, he was gone as he was falling.
Yeah, because he gets up to his helmet. You think, oh, he's fine, but like literally in a split second, it's like everything shut down. He just went bam.
Yeah, exactly. And you've seen people get up and then they don't realize their leg's
or
broken
something like
or
that.
they
Yeah,
blew out their knee or something like. But you can tell they're still there. Like, no, this dude collapsed. And then the biggest indicator for me was like, why is the ambulance on the
oh yeah,
field? You know, because that was like, all right,
and they got out
well,
there quick.
even if
Like the
he,
first break they came
even
back, they were
if,
already out there.
yeah, and even if like he's not moving, okay, they bring the stretcher
Yeah,
out, they put him
on
on
the
the
cart,
cart, the
taken
cart
out.
goes to the
Yeah,
tunnel, then the ambulance takes him to the hospital. But the fact that the ambulance came there is like, okay, they need something on that ambulance to help this dude. And then you see people crying, and then you hear about CPR. And once you hear CPR, this dude's fighting for his
yeah.
life, you know? So it's like, whoa, there's no way people are coming back from this, you know?
Oh, that's crazy.
This person is literally like,
Gonna die.
at some
Yeah,
point for a little window, he was lifeless, you
yeah.
know?
I think they said
And
he
there's this
died
guy
like
just
four
like,
times that night.
I wouldn't doubt it because at that point when you're doing CPR, they do that and then once the paramedics come, they shoot you with like
Yeah,
adrenaline
they
to like try to
boost
bring
you
you
up.
back. And then they said they were doing defibrillator to like bring him back and like dude, so like it was crazy because all that was happening and all we were seeing was a fucking
Yeah,
huddle and then players coming out
crying.
crying, you know? So if you're not educated about it, you're just like, yo, what's
Yeah, I was like,
happening?
what the?
But if you're a little more educated about like what they were saying is like, okay, yeah, this dude might die on this field right now. Like, this is crazy. So it was just good that everything was in place and there wasn't like a, oh man, only if they had this on the sidelines, he would have made it. Like, no, they had everything they needed and they got him on the ambulance and, you know, everything was
And then
there.
I felt
But
bad for like the ESPN newscasters because like they're sitting there for like 9 minutes. Or like, what do we even talk about?
yeah, and you could tell some of them, I think
It was
I
the
don't know her
Yeah, it
last
was the
name, but
girl.
Lisa
Yeah,
something she was like breaking down and she was sidelined. She was like literally on the field. So she heard like Stefan Diggs try to rally everybody and then break down and then like no one cared about any of that. They're like, we're not playing football again. So it was crazy, but
it would be crazy to be on a football field. Like, imagine if when we were playing, someone just died right there. You'd be like, what the frick? I'd be like, yo, what in the world? I just died.
it's because you understand injuries come hand in hand with
Yeah,
football, but you don't think, all right,
it's life
I might
ending.
lose my life
Yeah,
out here. Yeah, exactly. It's different like MMA.
yeah,
When you lock that cage up, like if you get a flying knee to the neck and that shit cracks your neck, you might die.
yeah,
You know, so I feel like you're a little more aware of what the worst possible scenario
yeah,
could be when you're doing like boxing, like fighting, UFC. But football, before this, the worst thing was this guy's getting carted out and he's not showing any mobility in his
yeah.
fingers. He's not showing
Or a
anything in his,
snap leg in
you
half.
know, that's what the worst thing was before now. And now it
That
was
almost died.
this dude almost lost
Yeah,
his life. Yeah.
Do you remember
And it's crazy.
when Gavel got started off?
yeah. Him
He had like
or when Yabo got his collarbone broken, the ambulance came on the field.
really? I remember they canceled the game against Gravel because he had 2 concussions in that game.
Yeah,
Like,
They just ended up like wrapping it up early. Like,
we were down
at what
already.
point were you guys?
it was like a Phoenix game, I think, and we were
Yeah, we
getting
were already getting tore up.
Okay, so it was enough to just like
yeah.
let's just stop the bleeding. Let's just like it was kind of one of those. Okay,
Yeah,
but yeah, it's
yeah.
crazy.
So
And then concussions, dude. Concussions are crazy this
look at
year. Like
Tua,
Tua
dude.
is just poor guy,
Dude,
man.
that was crazy. To be
Yeah,
to him, if I was him, I
he's
was like, why did you even go back after you had that double concussion?
yeah
I'm
that
like, you're so
and now
susceptible.
at this point any play he's susceptible to. Like it doesn't even have to be head impact. Is like,
Yeah, because
and at that point, do you want to go out there? Do you want to
the
do
last
that?
one
Like,
wasn't even that bad, but he just hit it just right on the ground and it got him again.
yep, yeah, it's insane because this is gonna derail his career, and it's just was it worth it? You
Yeah.
know? He's a young kid. Like you guys still made the playoffs this year. Like
he should have just set out
if
to
you didn't
almost
really make
playoffs.
the playoffs, yeah, dude. I don't know. It's crazy.
Oh, so back to our matchup.
Yeah,
If it was
back to
you
yours.
guys,
Your matchup got frozen.
how would you guys want to settle it? What were some of the best ways you saw?
So the first thing I thought of settling it was averages.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, averages. Don't go max, don't go mid, like just do average. But then when I saw that, it was blatantly honest, like obvious that you were gonna get it because Joe Burrow's top 10. You know, Stephon Diggs top 10. It seemed like.
What was even ranked?
So
I don't even know. Let me let her pick.
It was like obvious, but then I was even thinking, okay,
yeah, he was ranked 4 for QB.
Let's do average for your players, and then let's even give Yivin the best game T. Higgins has had all year.
Yeah,
and that was 21 points, and that would have put him at like I think up 35.
Yeah,
but then your average still would have been, I believe,
30,
like 40 points.
40 points. It was like 39 or something like that.
So you still would have squeaked it out. There's no right or wrong way to do it. Of course, we're bound by our platform, and what ESPN decided to do is what they decided to do. But it's just, it's hard because, like, dude, even if it sucks for me, at least, I think it sucks that you didn't have quarterback on your bench.
Yeah.
Because then we could have been like, hey, just take his bench quarterback and plug him in. And then let's do one of the flexes. But your flex, like Jamal Williams went off. You didn't have another wide receiver, Lazar. So if you had another quarterback, maybe we could have did it that way.
Yeah, but he probably would have said like,
I
"Oh, I
don't
could have put in
know.
Mike Evans for 43."
I would have put Mike Evans in. Yeah, so I don't know. But either way, I think it was still good that it was two new people.
Yeah.
Two new champs. You guys ended up coming to an agreement of splitting the
but he can get the trophy.
Monetary prize, yes. Mm-hmm. And he kept the trophy. So when we look at this next year, Yivin is champion. Yeah. So Yivin won it year 4. D-Ram got second place.
Do you think when we do the draft at my house or wherever we go, do you think he's gonna do an intro song with the belt and the champ is back or something like that?
For sure. He's gonna have a fog machine tied to his back. And it's just gonna shoot out fog.
You do the Cold Stone Steve Austin just smash 2 beers. Bah, bah, bah.
Yeah, he might have like a semi-ripped shirt, and then he's gonna rip it off.
Oh my!
Oiled up and shit. I'm expecting it, so don't be surprised. But dude,
D-Ram, or if I was in this final, I would have gone. I mean, I know you got disagree with me. I would have went week 18 final, but
okay, yeah, and that's one thing I didn't look into at all.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I didn't look into it at all, but I heard you guys talking about it. All I thought was that these teams were so playoff bound that they weren't gonna do it, so that's not right. Blah blah blah. But
honestly, all of them played except for, I think.
Yeah, week 18.
They took out.
Everybody played. I'm pretty sure.
I think they took out Burrow late, like in the third quarter. I think because they were up.
Yeah, he had 13.6. Stephon had 18.
Yeah, he popped off on that one.
So that's 31. And then we had Higgins with.
Did Higgins even play?
0.7. He had 1 reception for 0.7. So Yivin would have been up what? He was, let's say, 15 points.
Yeah.
And then your guys scored 18 plus
31.
31. So it would have still went in your favor. That could have been an option
that
too.
Or just redo all of them.
Like we said though, Atondo, we decided to just let them handle it, right? We're not in it.
For sure.
Yeah, when you guys said that, I was like, you ain't got to take my advice. I'm just saying what I would do. But It's not me. It's you. You're league manager.
Yeah,
you're fucking league manager plus in the finals, so that's shady shit already. No,
oh my god.
Asterisk either.
That's already shady enough.
Asterisk final either way.
Yeah, fucking year 4. Delusion. Fucking.
I never included once.
But no, yeah. So I'm glad you guys were able to work it out, everything like that. Now we'll document it. Yeah, even won.
Honestly,
let's go on to year 5.
If it wasn't me in the finals, I probably would have tried to do something different.
I think if you weren't in the finals, then it would be.
Yeah, if it was you and Yavin, I would have made you guys do like week 18 all together or something like that, or average out the 2 weeks together, like combine them.
Nah, I just would have took the money and the trophy.
Oh
That's it, bro.
I would let you guys.
And then I would have ran into Target and I would have stole some shit too. I would have looked at him and been like, "What's up, fool? I'm taking this. This is mine, dog."
Championship belt.
If it came down to that, would you want me as a league manager to step in and decide, or you two decide it yourselves?
I think no. I think we would have leaned towards you. I think we would have, but like I said, because I probably would have fought it.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking Yavin would have pushed back too. But y'all were just like skipping in the fucking daisy fields and like, yeah, let's just do it together. Yeah, let's be co-champions. Nah, I would have been like, fuck that shit. Ain't no co-champion in here. We're doing something. I'll fucking flip quarters. We'll do some rock, paper, scissors. I'm doing something, dog. We'll pull a high card. I don't care, dog.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it was you guys and you worked it out because now we can move forward and we can move on. A new champion. It's not a back-to-back.
Yeah, it's still completely
champion.
Open. We're still waiting for our first.
Because I think if that would have happened, then there would have been some pity.
Maybe I should do instead of like,
oh, does Atondo need to win it twice? Let's just give it to the other guy. You know, I feel like that would have happened if it was someone who had already won versus someone who hadn't. You know.
What if what are your guys' idea on like Super Bowl style rings instead of the? Or I can do I could also do the freaking
instead of
the Barty trophy. Yeah.
I like the trophy just because I think everyone's gonna have some type of setup. Everyone has some type of nightstand or whatever man cave that's gonna develop over the years, and you can have it. Either way, the ring would probably, for me, end up in like a case or on some fucking hand mannequin.
It would just be just be funny to be in the pod and like have all the rings on.
Oh yeah, it would be cool to be able to like have it, but like that shit would have been right here on my fucking shoulder if I won that shit, dog. That shit would have been like a little parrot, dog. Yeah. Like,
I need to get the other. Oh. I need to get the other ones win. I need to make one for Zach, one for Tondo, and one for Anthony.
For Ant, yeah.
That way I can get like little ones for each year.
Yeah, just so that we can see. We still need someone to develop a dynasty. Nobody's won 2. No one's won 2 yet. So,
and we're 4 years in.
This is interesting.
Because when the NFL started, the Packers won back-to-back, huh? The first 2 Super Bowls?
Yeah.
So there was already a fucking dynasty back then.
Already. And then, like, I think if we look at it, like, who is most competitive, like, G-Ram still had an opportunity. Yeah. Nick had an opportunity. You're still not documented as a champion. I won the league. I was first place in the league and didn't win it. So, like, I'm not saying that Travis and Buddha can't, but I'm just saying
they'll have to try harder.
They weren't in as good as a position. Yeah, exactly. As to where, like, me, you, G-Ram, and Nick and Anthony were all possible winners. Anthony already won it like once. So, of course, we know he can win. But, like, the rest of those people, I wouldn't be surprised if they won next year.
Yeah, because you haven't won one, right?
I haven't won
one. Yeah, so Zach has been in the finals. You've been in the finals, I think, once, right? Or no?
No.
Okay. Well, you've been close to it multiple times.
I've been third, like, multiple times.
I've been in the finals twice.
I don't make it to the ship.
Yeah, Zach's been once. I made it twice. You've been the top scorer twice. I don't know. G-Ram's just been on the outside of the cusp. Atondo's won it.
I think this was by far like G-Ram's best year.
Yeah. It's probably because it's the first time he actually paid. The other 2 years I paid.
Because he auto drafted though. Draft him.
There we go.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, he did auto draft, but his truck, he has like a brand new
auto draft.
He has a brand new Tacoma, and that freaking it was dead.
Yeah.
So I was like,
auto draft.
You heard it here first, folks. I don't.
Little do we know.
I was giving him
D-Ram,
so much shit, bro. I was like, you freaking auto draft, bro. I was like, you better not.
D-Ram had 2 phones on him the whole time. We said he auto drafted.
D-Ram's he's a hacker. D-Ram's a hacker.
I'm a hacker?
Dude.
You're a hacker.
G-Ram skipped on some people, and then D-Ram picked him up. I was like,
No, definitely not.
What an auto
He had
draft.
a good team if they didn't get hurt. If Cooper Kupp did not get hurt, it'd be a different story. Because when
he had a lot of people get hurt, didn't he?
Cooper Kupp. Who did he have also? Elijah Mitchell went down because I mean before, like even when Elijah Mitchell played last week, he had a touchdown and like 100 yards.
Yeah, he came back, right?
So like he would have freaking carried it too. I'm pretty sure he did. He came back.
He had Mark Andrews.
He had another running back too that got hurt early on. I think he dropped. But I mean, yeah.
McKissick was on IR.
Yeah, but
J.D. McKissick to start the season?
I don't know. He was.
Oh no, wait, no. These are all. It's their current status, but I went back to like week 1.
Yeah.
But yeah, his running backs got real suspect real quick.
Yeah.
Real fucking quick.
But I think his receivers could have carried him if Cooper Kupp was still healthy. Because Cooper Kupp, when Matthew Stafford went down, the next guy would have just kept throwing to freaking Cooper Kupp. They would have just done screenplays.
He had Cooper Kupp, Devontae Adams, and Waddle when Waddle was hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was insane. That's why he didn't need a good running back.
But then he got plagued because when Tua went down, Waddle was not the same. And then Cooper Kupp went down. He didn't have that guy. And then Devonta Adams was the man, but he just fell flat on like the last couple of games when they had all the drama with the QBs.
Yeah, there's a couple matchups that just didn't work out for him.
So it's like
the Raiders had a hard tail end of the season.
Yeah, they did. They always kind of do though.
Yeah. It doesn't help divisional. They have to play Kansas City and the Chargers. Those are 2 playoff bound teams, so you're playing them for sure. And then, of course, wherever.
Even at the end of it, the Broncos were looking better.
Yeah, they did start to look better for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how you guys solved it. So we do have Yavin as champ, D-Ram second place.
You're third, I think?
My game got affected a little bit. My defense wasn't able to get any points, so I lost by 0.12 points.
Wow, I didn't realize that. That sucks.
I got 4th instead of 3rd. It don't matter. You don't get nothing for 3rd. I don't get no gift card. I don't get no wings. I don't get no trophy. I don't get nothing.
If you ain't first, you're last.
If you ain't first, you're last. So I don't care.
I think.
But yeah.
Actually, I think we should talk to D-Ram about starting Brian Robinson Jr. over Jamal Williams.
Here's my thing.
Do we want to dissect where he went wrong? Yeah.
Here's my train of thought.
If you start, you're not having this conversation of who won and who lost.
That's true.
So you deserve to lose.
My train of thought. All right.
Yeah, let's hear it because I need
They
to
were
find some
saying
clarity.
on the Lions that DeAndre Swift was back and he's a starter again, which he was. He was, but freaking Jamal Williams got 2 goal line touchdowns towards the beginning. Then he started picking up yards at the end. But
you didn't need the yards.
No. But Brian Robinson Jr. was the backup who was taking over the first spot. Who were they going against? Who was it? I didn't forget who he was going against. Cleveland. Cleveland's run defense was not good. Look what Austin Eckler did to them. So I was thinking, Brian Robinson was a backup guy taking over the starting role. Antonio Gibson was completely out, so there's no backup, and the guy was barely off the practice squad. So I'm like, okay, that's going to be their man. They're going to freaking run and pass to him, and it's Cleveland's defense.
The only thing I think that you didn't factor in is the fact that they were wanting him to go after that touchdown record that
Yeah, but
Barry Sanders was
they
holding,
didn't have.
right? Barry Sanders was
They weren't
holding.
talking about it that week. They started talking about it.
They weren't talking. They weren't talking about it that week, but he scored 2 and then only needed 2
Yeah.
more. So like, I just felt like.
But Swift still went up.
It was working all season, so they're like, "Fuck it! If it's within the 5, he's getting the ball."
I'm pretty sure Swift still had a touchdown and like 60, 70 yards in that game.
I think Swift had 2, but I just think that the options of getting goal line work, he was gonna get the carries. Swift had to score, but Swift had to score from 15, 20 yards out.
Because who was it?
Because he wasn't gonna get the ball.
Who did they play?
Inside the 10.
And then you also started Metcalf against Sauce Gardner, bro. Come on.
Yeah, no.
That
okay,
was tough.
Here's the problem with that one. I picked up Alan Lazard that day, and I was gonna put him in, but where did I go? I was out of town doing Disneyland stuff. I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
I was somewhere.
Yeah, you were out of town. I think.
And I told my wife, I was like, "Damn, okay, help me remember. I gotta switch him out." So by the time we got to it, the game's already started. I was like, "God damn it!" I literally told myself to freaking switch him out. I didn't want to put him in there. I wanted to put Alan Lazard, and I picked him up that day because I knew Metcalf wasn't gonna do good.
Yeah, you kept saying that you were gonna pick up Lazard.
Yeah, and I did it. I just ran out of time to freaking put him in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
but
then I was like, "Fuck, I messed up."
In the end, dude, though, you're still trying to make up for a quarterback that got 0. You can never plan for that. You know, like even if they would have froze the points,
that was only down by like
just freeze the points. Yeah, like I feel like if they freeze the points, then we start thinking about, hey, he got this many points in 8 minutes in the first quarter. Like let's start to average. But since they pulled everything away, then it was just like, all right, let's freeze it there and let's go that route.
Burrow had 10 points off one drive.
Well, look at the projections. It still shows them 24.4 and 10.9.
Yeah, and Higgins at 9.
So your two were projected for. You were projected at a 112.6 and he was projected at a 102.9.
Yeah.
So still projected at a 10 plus.
It's unfortunate. But, I mean, you can't plan it.
You can't. That we've never seen it. Just think, we're all mid-20s, late 20s, and we had never seen a fucking injury like that in football. Yeah. Ever like that. For a game to be completely canceled, not remade, not made up, nothing.
Yeah.
Like, so it's not like, oh, well, we should have planned for that. Like, no, you can't. It's just, there's nothing you can do.
I didn't realize how many freaking running backs I had. God, Lord.
Yeah, dude, your fucking bench was full
of
them.
I had 7 running backs. Good. That's like the max I think you're allowed to have, too.
Well, all right, let's go ahead and let's talk about the draft order.
Okay. Let's get into it.
So, Travis secured that.
Yep.
If you guys haven't seen it, go look at the TikTok. I posted a 10-minute TikTok just so you can see all the pain that he suffered.
Pain and suffering.
Eating his 10 blazing wings. He did it. And dude, I think one of the funniest things is right before I started, I think right before I fast forwarded it a little bit, he fucking coughs.
Yeah.
Like almost like a throw up cough, bro. He's like, I was like, oh shit. And then at the end, bro, when he cuts that last one in half.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, that shit don't make it it don't make it any better that you cut it in half, you know? He's just like,
I think in the video I said that too. I'm like, why did you not eat that one whole? Because you were done.
Yeah, exactly. No, he cut that shit in half. It was like,
it's because at the end you could tell it was really hurting him. He's like, this sucks.
Yeah, you could tell for sure, but he did it.
He ate like 7 really, really fast, and then the last 3 he was like milking.
Yeah, the last 3 they were hurting, and then
he ate smallest to biggest.
Yeah, I don't know why he did that either. You gotta pack him away. But we were joking around saying if he didn't finish, he was gonna give up the number 1 spot, all that shit. He finished his wings. He did his punishment. So he got the number 1 spot. Yavin was gracious enough to go through the whole league, see how everyone finished and do the point totals.
Wait. Yeah, it's Hondo.
To give us the draft. Yeah, it's Hondo. To give us the draft order. So it's going to go Travis. Then it's going to go Buddha. Then it's going to go Atondo. Zach, Nick, G-Ram, Anthony, me, D-Ram, and Yavin. So I'm fine with it. I know we were thinking about, let's do this and let's do a 40-yard dash. And we can still do shit like that for fun, but I'm really fine with this
good.
1 through 10. You're supposed to, just like the real NFL, if you didn't do well, hey, we're trying to set you up so you can do better this season. So you do have it in order. The champion should not have anything better than the last pick.
Yeah, there's no way.
He's the champion. So, yeah, I think it worked out well. I think everyone's sat where they need to be. I do think Atondo's kind of high.
I mean, it makes sense.
He was real competitive. He came to last week 18 to like almost make the playoffs.
But he didn't make it.
But he's getting the third pick overall.
I got the same record, yeah. Points, bro.
I guess the point totals and stuff is kind of crazy.
To me, it makes sense because
it makes sense because Zach was the same record, Nick was the same record, G-Ram had a better record, but it's just crazy how like he gets third pick, but literally Nick loses, he's in the playoffs. Yeah, like it's I don't know.
My team would have done shit.
It's crazy. That tells you how close the league was for that last one.
If my team made the playoffs, dude, I would have been first round.
I don't know.
I got her like 35.
Yeah, if you would have made the playoffs, you'd been out the first round anyway.
I'm whatever about it.
Hey, you don't know. Playoffs changes people, man.
Yeah, but look, we saw how his team played out that week.
I guess, yeah.
Technically, I got last in the league. I mean, I didn't try, but I got. I opened up my app and said you got 10 plays. I was like, fuck.
Damn. You're like, shit, okay. Because that was what, constellation matches?
Lost every time.
Based off of that? I'm not fucking trying.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not fucking trying no more.
If you're not last place, then I really don't matter, I guess, to me. Because I think the last place with that punishment, they deserve the first pick because that punishment sucks. So anyone after that, I'm like, I don't care if you freaking give up or not because it don't matter. Just last place.
You earn it. You earn it. Yeah. But yeah, it's interesting because everyone was so close that all these people have these inside picks, and then D-Ram, Yavin,
even us three were
9 and 10.
Even us four, like Anthony to Yavin, we were all close too. It could have been either way. It just went how we were out.
Yeah, exactly. That was just based on wins and losses at that point
in the playoffs.
But yeah, and we're planning an in-person draft. We had some people that just couldn't make it last year, so we thought it's not gonna be enough people.
Yeah, it was like half of us
to have everyone putting everything up. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait for G-Ram's auto draft to kick in, and then all that.
Buddha was at a Dodgers game.
Yeah, so.
Sorry, tell me who he's picking first.
Who's he picking first?
Stenson Bennett.
Oh my god!
That fool said he's playing one more year in college, didn't he?
That was a fucking joke, dude.
I was like, this fool's 25, bro. How can he keep playing?
Did you see the clip? With Kirby Smart.
What did he say?
He said his son was crying. He's like, why are you crying? You're gonna ruin this moment for me. And he's like, he goes, Bennett's gonna be gone. And he's like, well, he's 25 years old, son. He can't play college football no more. Like,
did you hear his
straight up?
His like, what do you call it when they hype you up at the pregame?
His pregame speech? Yes, dude.
I was like,
now I know.
Frick.
Yeah, now I was like, damn, I know why Georgia killed him.
No, too bad Fox couldn't listen to him. Fox just got weird. I was like, oh, hell no. I ain't winning a game for this fool.
Dude, all I think of is that fucking clip with Trevor Lawrence. And it's like, this fool can't motivate me to make a sandwich. Dude, that shit's so funny. Hey. And then Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
with eating a W and shit.
Like,
That's just too much. Yeah. He's all eating that shit. Like, nah, dog. I don't know about that.
What did you think about? Okay, there's that TikToker. He was like calling out the Jacksonville Jaguars that they're gonna suck, yada yada. They're like useless. They're gonna be last place again because they're a poverty team. And you see that Jacksonville made like a hype video with that? They called him out.
No.
Yeah, when they made the playoffs, they called him out. They like used all his clips and made him look all stupid. And they were like doing like freaking hacka noises and stuff.
Oh my god!
You seen the Chargers hype video?
No,
I saw the Major Tutty one. That was disturbing.
The Chargers had a good. They had like all these like apps like saying that the Chargers are done and like they're printing out like the receipts and shit. That says like what they said.
Oh,
got this
shit!
on the wall. It was pretty cool.
I gotta watch on. Because that sounds funny. I saw the one where they were calling out that one Ancho or whatever. What's his name? The caster. He's calling Justin Herbert Instagram quarterback.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy! Oh my god!
And then he lost. They won, and he was like, "Oh, okay." He's all freaking. He reposted it.
Yeah, that shit was too much. But I think this is probably some of the best playoffs we've had. Yeah. Just looking at it on paper,
the AFC,
like everything is very competitive. Like
AFC side, bro. Mahomes, quarterback, on the AFC side.
Yeah, he's the oldest at 27.
Yes, dude, that was insane.
That's crazy. It's like the NFC's all the old heads, huh? Brady, freaking who else is in there? Well,
Kirk Cousins.
Even Dak's on the older side. He's like what, 30, I think.
Yeah, Dak's on the older side.
Daniel Jones has got to be close to 30.
It's only like 50.
Wait, no, he's already passed his rookie and all that, isn't he?
Who?
No,
Daniel Jones.
I don't think so.
Daniel Jones is like 25, right?
He's that. I thought he was already past his like rookie contract.
I don't know.
No, and then I think Daniel Jones was one of those who played a couple years in college too.
Let me see. I'll look it up right now. Oh yeah, he's only 25. So what year in the NFL is he?
He played at Duke till 2018.
This was his fourth season.
Yeah, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah. Did he ride bench one of those years?
I mean, no, because 19 he had 3,000 yards. 20 he had 3,000.
Oh, okay, then no, yeah, they threw him in there.
So he was playing.
Yeah.
He got better every year. I'm not gonna lie. His TDs and interceptions got better.
Yeah, you got to put it together when you have Saquon.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Saquon.
Like, you got no excuse. People are putting 8 in the box against Saquon, so just got to be able to open up for you.
How old is Jalen Hurts?
Take advantage. Jalen Hurts is like 24, right?
They're young, yeah.
Yeah. Because everyone's making fun about Stetson, fucking Lamar Jackson's the same age and shit. And Lamar was like MVP and all this shit. And it's like, this guy's in his last year of college.
That fool has been in the college for like, how many years he played? Like 7? Yeah.
Yeah, because I think he JUCO'd, then redshirted again.
And he got like 2 COVID years.
Some weird shit, yeah. I don't know, but I don't know. Do you see him coming into the league and playing for 5 years?
Not in the first 2 rounds. He might be like a 4th rounder.
He'll get drafted.
So he's just gonna come in and be a backup.
Bro, did you see that one report that there's like a GM? He's like, if this guy was like 6'4", he'd be the first overall pick or something.
But he's short.
5'11".
Oh, is he?
He's like 5'11".
Oh, I thought he was shorter than that.
Nah, I think he's like.
I thought he was like 5'9".
You're like a Drew Brees. Interesting.
I thought it was Mark Sanchez.
And that's the thing. Not a lot of these fucking players want to leave unless they have to because they're getting these big NIL deals.
Yeah, the NIL deals are freaking badass.
Dude, make all this money and fucking just have to do college shit? Like, I don't know. And you get to increase your draft stock. Like,
yeah, that's nice.
I think that's pretty cool. But Oh, sorry about NIL shit. Did you see that kid, that little kid that holds the Popeye cup?
Yes.
Popeye's cup and gives that little side eye. That fool won the state championship with his high school.
Yeah.
And they made and Popeye sponsored him. That's his first NIL deal. That shit's hilarious, bro. But where do we want to go from the draft order? Everyone's good with it. I'm excited.
We could talk about.
We can maybe do like a pod setup or some type of live stream for it.
Did you we could talk about just the regular playoffs, what we think.
Yeah, let's jump into that. And then we have this Super Bowl challenge where we can fill out the bracket. It's something that everyone can do with Visa and the NFL.
Yeah.
And you just pretty much like, what would you say, like March Madness? You just pick the bracket for the playoffs. Whoever's gonna win it.
Oh man, my refreshed.
It'll let you know. It shows you it. You get to drag and fill and everything like that. So it'll be something you can do, but I'll highlight to it. But yeah, both of your guys' teams are in the playoffs. Both of your guys' teams are playing. You're playing Saturday night, Matondo. And then D-Rams got Monday night.
Yep.
Both of you guys are the 4 and 5 seeds on the NFC and AFC side.
We're both the 5th seed.
Both coming in as a wild card going against the last divisional winner. Yeah. And it's weird because I feel like when you look at it on paper, you favor the wild card team in both of these options.
Yeah.
Like Jacksonville, they had to win it in. It was kind of weak. It wasn't the most confident thing. And then you have the Chargers making it in. The only reason they don't win their division is because fucking Kansas City wins 13 games a season all the fucking time, which is insane.
And they have the most rookies played. That's crazy, huh?
Dude, the stat that fucking Pat Mahomes still threw for 5,300 yards without, like, with losing Tyreek.
That's crazy.
That shit was insane because everyone's always like, it's a duo. Like, oh, if you lose your number one wide receiver, it's going to hurt. This motherfucker found anybody. It was like, oh, he's starting this
someone's
week?
Down there this week.
Cool. Hey, bro, I'm going to tell you what, route to run, if I'm scrambling, just get open, bro.
True. Hey, but in that game, how do you feel? Like, do you think that it was disrespectful, them doing like the ring around the rosy before that play?
No, at that point, we deserve that shit. What do you mean? No, what do you mean? Like, dude, it was annoying that we really thought. I think it was more disrespectful that we thought this kid was gonna go in there and fucking do this to Andy Reid. That's true. And it was so embarrassing when he did his halftime press conference and they fucking, or his halftime interview, and they said, "Hey, what do you think's working for the game right now? You guys are up. What was it? I think it was 24-3 halftime." And he said, "You know what? We're really able to confuse the quarterback right now." No shit. He's a fucking backup, and you're trying to put him in against fucking Andy Reid, a guy who owns us, even with Derek Carr. Derek Carr squeezed out wins during his years there. And these were years that fucking Kansas City was winning 13, 14, 12, high number of games, always double digit. Yeah.
Never
we'd still take him to the fucking final play of the game with fucking Crabtree and these fucking shitty ass defenses. And it's because Carr was sitting there fucking taking people out of position, calling out Mike, seeing the fucking safety drop, motion, fucking audibling. And no, you had fucking Stidham in there like, hike. Let me look at my fucking check down, and then let me stare at the guy I'm gonna throw the ball to for 3 seconds, and then throw it.
He would stare down so hard.
It was so fucking embarrassing, dude. They probably felt like they were playing a college team.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Dude. I watched it and I was like, yo, why is he staring down the receivers like this? He never looked away.
If Andy Reid wanted to, bro, it could have looked like the national championship game.
Dude, easy.
It could have been 65-7. It really could have. But he just didn't want to.
Yeah.
And then we get some pity trash fucking garbage touchdown, whatever bullshit. I knew it wasn't gonna work, dude. Okay, granted, I thought the Niners were gonna play tougher and all that, but I knew you going in against someone we play 2 times a year, being Andy Reid, he's the one that beats us every year. He does, dude. That motherfucker. His defensive schemes are crazy.
He always has
his trick plays are crazy. Yeah,
he always
the
has
one that beats us. Yeah, Pat Mahomes comes through, but it's usually some weird fucking play or some scheme, or and it just showed you how much of a mind game that Carr played against him on that field.
Yeah, he's great at using freaking Kelsey, like weird but so right. He's good those freaking sweeps with Juju or freaking what's the other guy's name?
And it doesn't even have to be those people. He does Sky Moore.
Sky Moore. That's what I was saying.
And he does fucking dude. These people that get no playing time, and he's like, "Oh yeah, hey, by the way, this guy runs a 4.4. You don't know about him because we haven't played him all season, but he's gonna burn you for 85 yards right now." Like, and that's just what he does. Or defensively, dude, he'll show 3, do a weird stunt,
he does really
send a safety, and it just you could tell it just destroyed this kid. And since it was his second game, everyone expected more, and it's just
because
that system didn't work.
He did relatively good against the 49ers, and so you expected him to like elevate, but it was not.
He put up 34. Yeah. He put up 34. The defense is number 1 in the league. He had fucking Nick Bosa coming at him the whole game.
You can really see the difference between offensive coach, which is freaking Kyle Shanahan, and a well-rounded defense and offensive coach with freaking Andy Reid.
Exactly, yeah. Andy Reid did enough on both sides to embarrass us.
Yeah.
It's clear, simple, dude. And like I said, if Andy Reid wasn't such a well-rounded and respected coach, he could have put up 60 on us.
Yeah, but you still can't. There's no reason. You can't feel as bad as I do on week 18.
The fact that you guys went into the playoffs and you needed to win that game, yes, it was a very bad performance.
I've never been so disrespected.
Like, at least we knew our team wasn't gonna do anything. Yeah, like, you guys got to shake that shit off and go win a playoff game now.
Disrespectful. I literally was like, because it's me. I'm a Cowboys fan. My wife's a Cowboys fan, and my mother-in-law a Cowboys fan. That's the only ones in the group on their side, besides my family. All my relatives are Cowboys fans. But we were watching this, and I was like, this is literally atrocious to watch. No one is playing good. Dak was like freaking, I think they said 18 for 32 or 18 for freaking 34, something like that. I'm like, dude, people are dropping the ball. The very first punt of the game gets like blocked. Then the second kickoff to us, Turpin freaking muffs it, hits him in the face. The other guy catches it. Fumbles, interceptions, pick sixes. I was like, if anything else would go wrong, bro, it would be like Friday the 13th, bro. I was like, oh my God. I took off my jersey. I was like, this is just disrespectful.
And the thing is how do you shake all of that off and just say, hey, let's go and play how we can, let's go play. Like, fuck, dude, you still remember last week.
Like, here's what I think happened. Is because who did we play the week before that? Forgot. Philly?
No, it wasn't Philly. Philly was the week before that.
Jacksonville?
Let me see. Cowboys. Your Cowboys play Tennessee.
And we won, I think.
And you guys won. Yeah, you guys beat them. Remember, there was Dobbs. It was Thursday night. Yeah.
And so what I think happened...
it wasn't an amazing performance, but you guys won.
Here's what I think happened, though. Is they were all hyped up. This is how I think, like, the Cowboys... Because the Cowboys do not play, like, badasses. They play, like preppy rich kids, right? So when, like, a rich kid team plays and they do good, they're like, yeah, they flex the chains, like, oh my God, we're the best.
They're the greatest.
Oh yeah, no one can touch us. This is why we're rich. Yada yada. Oh, it's why the best team, right? And I can't stand fans on my own fan base who are like, oh, it's our year, dude. We're the best. I'm like, yo, look at the whole year. I know how we play. We play soft. If we're not up ahead, it's game over. Even this year, We were
Yeah.
up by 14 sometimes. We were still losing, and so they automatically thought this is what I think happened. They know Philly was hurt and Jalen Hurts was hurt, so they were like, okay, they're not even thinking about Washington. They're thinking about going and winning the division, um, for the NFC East. They're already thinking ahead to all the freaking Philly stuff. Like they're just writing this game off because it's freaking the Redskins. And as soon as that D line started freaking stopping the run and hitting Dak in the face, it was over. It was like, oh man, they fucked up because we didn't even plan for this team.
Yeah, and the thing is first quarter touchdown Washington.
Yeah.
There's no offense for
we never even got
Cowboys
the
at
ball
all.
on the freaking. We got like no offensive plays in the freaking first quarter because it was a block punt. It was a freaking another muffed punt. It was we had like no time with the ball in the freaking first quarter.
Then second quarter comes, and Dak throws a pick 6.
Instantly.
So it's like, fuck, you're down 13-0 already.
Like, well, what do you do?
And then you're like, well, is this game really worth it? Because if the Eagles win, we don't move a position anyways. Yeah. But you played like it was. Dak threw the ball 37 times.
Yeah, but what was his completion rate?
Oh, it was horrible. 14 for 37. Oh, so that's sub 50. That's like 42%.
Oh, Jesus.
That's
and the thing
real
is,
bad.
like, at least when you're
128 yards.
At least when you're looking bad, right? You could be like, oh, okay, take him out. We don't really need this. But then we can't go out this way. It's just like, as soon as you freaking look like this to end your season, it's gonna fuck up everything. You can't go like you're not practicing right the next week. You're just feeling about how shitty you played.
And the thing is now you're playing another team that just probably had one of their best games. Mike Evans gets heated up. He gets 43, he had fucking 3 touchdowns. Yeah. He had 3 touchdowns in week 17. So like you don't want to get him in that form.
Yeah. And they let Brady rest because they don't need him to be out there.
Yep. So you're giving the old man some
and
rest.
He's home.
Like, it's just
I'm like, dude.
The momentum shifted. The momentum could have been on your side, and it's not now.
Yeah.
It's just not.
You want to talk about your playoff picture? Like, you go through who you think's going to win the whole way, and then we'll do a Tondo, and then we'll do me, and we'll see which one of us, we'll clip them, so we'll see which one of us 3 are the right, and we can do like a little Instagram poll with our best guesses for this weekend.
Okay. Let me see. Does this thing actually let us...
It puts them... You just click the person, and it automatically shifts it to where they think it'll be.
You click it. Okay, sorry. Okay. Then... I'm just going to go top left to right. Chargers, Jags. Chargers. I think defense is going to show up. Eckler's going to ball out. I think the Jags are going to run out of gas a little bit. So I think they're going to show up enough. The Jags, yeah, they won and everything like that, but it's just you played at Tennessee with a third string backup guy who's been in the system for 3 weeks. And it was a close game, wasn't it? Yeah. Like for the most part, and then maybe they lengthened it out. I don't remember what that actual score was. But I have Chargers there. Ravens, Bengals. Bengals have all their weapons. And then you're going against another third string quarterback, so that's not going to happen. Bills, Dolphins, third string quarterback. We're going Bills. Cowboys, Bucks.
And it automatically puts them in the thing they'd be at the bottom.
Yeah, it puts them exactly where they'd be. So Cowboys, Bucks. That's in Florida. That's interesting because I just feel like whoever wins the line is going to win the game. If the Bucks are able to establish a run, then that's going to open up Mike Evans. And then if Dallas opens up the run, then you're not stopping Zeke and Pollard. There's no way. So that's a little tough. I'll probably have to go Cowboys. Giants, Vikings. Honestly, dude, this is probably the hardest matchup out of everyone's first round.
Dude, that's what I think.
Just because what what Kirk Cousins is going to show up.
And
then Daniel Jones has played
that's
well.
Exactly what I'm saying. It's like, what freaking Giants are you going to get?
Yeah, because Vikings came back against the Colts, and that was a crazy game, but they gave up 36.
It's just hard because I feel like Minnesota falls to the hype. Every time they reach their hypest, they freaking hit a goose egg.
Yeah, exactly. And then their point differential was horrible this year, so Justin Jefferson,
But you can't,
Cook,
you can't count out Jay Jetta though. It's like, oh my god, what do you do?
That's tough, dude. Just to fucking keep it moving, I'll say Vikings. Maybe Kirk Cousins Magic last.
I mean, he isn't in prime
Seahawks
time,
Niners.
so he might do really good.
He isn't.
He's the middle game, and he always does good when
Okay.
he's not in prime time.
Yeah, and then you guys see this one a little more. I don't know if both of you guys see it more as a Niners lock, but I feel like this could be a little more of a toss up. I think Gino could actually show out, but I kind of forget how hurt their receiving core is, and all they have is DK. So I'll go Niners.
His lock is not 100%, huh?
No, I don't believe so. Chargers Chiefs. It comes back to the Chargers' health. If they were healthier, this would be a lot more competitive a game.
Especially with the defense.
Yeah, the defense for sure, just disrupting. The only way you beat Pat Mahomes is if you get in his face.
Yeah.
If you get in his face, he makes mistakes. He tries to do weird shuffle passes and sideways throws, and that shit don't work.
Was it last season
when you're going against playoff teams?
Was it last season that he was getting a lot of picks, and his mom was like, "Stop it! Picks shouldn't count. It should be half receiver's fault."
Oh my god! I did not remember her saying that.
She wrote like every week. She's like, "That shouldn't count. It hit the receiver in the hands."
Oh my god!
Yeah, it was her. I'm pretty sure.
But yeah, we get beat up by Andy Reid all the time. So I'm sorry, Atondo. I have to go Chiefs. This is gonna be fucking interesting.
Because now the game's decided it's gonna be in Atlanta if the Bengals and the Bills play.
Bengals, Bills, Atlanta. That's a dome. So weather's not factoring in. Stephon Diggs, Josh Allen versus Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. Fuck. I think Bengals have a better running back with Mixon. Buffalo's running back's been kind of shoddy. I don't even know who they have. Is it Cook?
Singletary is the starting one.
There's Singletary. There's Cook. There's
Hines.
Another one they mix in too. Hines, I think. Yeah. So, but dude, I don't know. You can't count Josh Allen out.
Dude, that's the hard part.
But then Buffalo's D didn't seem that great in the home stretch. Bengals were in the Super Bowl last year. Damn, dude, the AFC's fucking tough. I'll go Buffalo just because I want to see Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes, AFC Championship game. Eagles Cowboys. If Jalen's back, that really changes a lot of things.
I mean, he's already back.
Is he 100%? Did he look good at week 18?
He played. I mean, the crazy part is that the Giants were really close into it with everyone resting, and then they fell apart the second half. But they were resting literally everyone. The Giants were,
and it's weird because they both played each other with each other's backups, right? Gardner Minshew played once, and then fucking your guys.
Yeah, we played backup versus
your guys' backup played. Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you what.
It's gonna be in Philly, so it's gonna be snowing. I'm going.
I already picked mine, and the Cowboys didn't make it past the second round. So
what? I thought you said you were a Cowboys fan.
But I'm realistic.
Oh my god, you're a realistic non-Cowboy fan.
I love. Kidding. You'll see,
dude. In my matchup, Niners Vikings. Yuck. I'm not confident in the fucking Niners because they have Purdy. I understand they have fucking.
I think they have too many weapons.
CMC, but like, Yes, I'll go Niners. This fucking Mr. Irrelevant's taking him to the Super Bowl. I don't know how the fuck I clicked through that.
I mean, Colin Kaepernick took him to the Super Bowl.
No comment.
And all he did was run with them. I don't think he threw very well, did he? In the Super Bowl, he just ran a lot. He almost won it.
He just ran like chicken with his head cut off. Buffalo, Philly, Super Bowl. Buffalo takes it. Save my picks. Share my picks. This is my shit.
Yeah, screenshot it so then when we switch it up right now, you could freaking.
Well, you can save picks and then you can share picks.
I'm just thinking of how we could set up. We could talk about each one just on your screen so you can show everybody.
Yeah, I have it right here. Okay, I did then download it.
All right, cool.
You can share it, download it, and then you can email it to me. I can.
Oh, okay. But it'll have everyone picked all the way through. But I'll just talk about it. I'll do that.
Yeah, you can talk about it. Yeah.
Let me see if I can send this to you.
Yeah, let me bring up.
I don't have your email though, so.
Okay, I can send it to you on chat right now.
I can send this to you. There. Oh.
Because both of you guys, like, that was completely unbiased because I don't have a foot. Oh, how do you say it? What's the saying? I don't have my, like...
Horse in the race or something?
Yeah, horse in the race. Exactly. There we go. My shit's fucking sailed off. My shit's in rebuild mode. My shit's fucking horrible. But you guys have a little more in depth about these teams because they're your teams. So we'll see how the brackets differ. I'm gonna keep mine in an area, and then we'll be able to see how it compares.
It's in here right now.
Yep. And what can I win for my shit? I can win like $2 million. What was the shit?
Prizes, but I didn't see what they were.
Trying to win that shit.
All right, send it to you.
You send it already?
Yeah, it's your email.
Okay. There it is.
Then this week, tomorrow, I don't know if I'm doing anything tomorrow night, but I'll make a little graphic with our picks, and then at the end of it, I'll add like a green if we got it right, red if we got it wrong.
Okay, yeah, put like little X's. What the fuck is this?
That's it, bro.
Oh my god, this is the worst fucking champion. I'm not even watching the Super Bowl if it happens.
Yeah, tell me, like, I'm not on your Twitch right now, so you can tell me what this picks say.
Wait, you think mine's bad?
Purdy is taking him to. Purdy is going to the Super Bowl. Mr. Irrelevant is going to the Super Bowl.
But I don't think it's more on him. I think it's on the defense.
I just think that you think Purdy is lighting up.
Let me go.
The Cowboys and the Eagles.
No, he goes. Oh yes.
Weapons, bro.
They have weapons.
He said Tom Brady 2.0 weapons, but like I just don't think it's gonna be as. It's not gonna be served on a silver platter.
Have you watched our last 5 games? Literally, all they do is just do screenplays, and McCaffrey gets like 25 yards.
And you think that works against Super Bowl teams, like high intensity playoff teams?
I think it works against these defenses that they have the face.
What are we gonna cover? What are we gonna take it?
Then why doesn't Dallas adopt that if they can beat Philly that way?
Because
you don't think Zeke can match the Pollard doesn't match up with CMC?
If you took Zeke and you put
CeeDee Lamb doesn't match
Zeke
up with
and Pollard together, you get CMC.
Yeah.
2 black guys make a white guy?
He has Pollard's speed, and he has Zeke's power.
This is unprecedented.
I'll go. Let me talk through it all.
I get what you're saying.
Let me talk through it all. So the first game is the Chargers in Jacksonville, right? I think Jacksonville is playing good, but I don't think they have enough to handle all of the Chargers. I think it's going to be Herbert's first playoff win. I'm going to go with the Bengals over Baltimore because Baltimore has all their issues with the freaking quarterback situation. And Cincinnati fixed one of the biggest problems, which was the O-line. He went from being the most sacked to like one of the fewest sacked. Then I think Miami's hopeless with a third-string quarterback against Buffalo.
Yeah, I think those are set. Yeah.
So that leaves us with I'll go from AFC the whole way through, and then I'll go NFC. So then I think it's the Chargers and the Chiefs. I don't think the Chargers. I think Andy Reid is the best at picking up plans. He's got a week off, and he has a whole week to watch that game and decide what he's going to play against the Chargers. So I don't think he's beating the Chargers.
It's hard with Andy Reid coming out. That's essentially a bye week.
He could literally watch the full game. His whole team could just break down the game as it's going.
And it's a team he plays twice a year. It's not some. It's crazy. Yeah. So
then the Chiefs make it to the AFC Finals. Then you got the Bengals and the Bills. So what I saw before that game got canceled was that defense had no answer for Burrow. He literally walked down on him twice before that game got canceled. So I don't.
This is true.
I don't think. The thing is, it is in Buffalo though.
No, it's equal. It's Mercedes-Benz Stadium. It's Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Wait, no, I thought
that's neutral ground.
I thought it was only the Bengals and the Chiefs that won. It's in the finals.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they announced it.
It's only the
finals.
Was
only if I think it's only Chiefs Bills.
Oh, it's only Chiefs Bills. Yes, correct. Because of their score, their record. That's the only one that will be played in Atlanta.
Yeah, Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta selected as potential Bills and Chiefs.
Correct.
AFC because
I didn't think
they don't have. They're literally equal when it comes to point total. Like,
but
there's no tiebreaker.
But Burrow,
so they have to pick a neutral ground.
Burrow was playing at the Bills Stadium when the game got canceled, huh?
No, they were in Cincy. He went to the Cincy hospital.
Oh yeah, they were in Cincinnati. Remember? Yeah, that's a curveball. I still stick with my Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati's better well-rounded.
Play harder for DeMar.
Damn, that's hard.
Yeah, where's all that, man?
I still sticking with Cincy. So then it's gonna go go Cincinnati and Kansas City. Now this one is a coin flip for me, but I think Cincinnati is a sleeper pick, just because they have so many weapons on offense and defense too. Well, defense is not really the best, but Joe Burrow and the offense I think is better because you have
Kansas City has shown that they don't have a defense this year.
They don't have one.
They let Denver put up 30.
Yeah, because I mean you have Jamar Chase. You have T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Hayden Hurst, freaking Joe Mixon, even P. Ryan's doing good as a screen pass catcher. I think it's gonna be too much for Kansas City. All they need to do is make Patrick Mahomes mess up once, and then they can stay ahead.
I just think we're underestimating Andy Reid going through this AFC bracket again.
I just think
because he's not gonna get embarrassed twice, bro. Like he's not gonna get, and all these like the Bengals. I don't know who they exactly went through last year, but Kansas City didn't make it. Like he knows Joe Burrow and Josh Allen are his two biggest.
Yeah, that's hard.
He's got game plans already set, but it's just
this matchup is the most 50-50 to me. But I think the Bengals will go through, and then if the Bengals. Well, that's the AFC side. Let me go NFC. I think Dak and the Cowboys are a better team. If they show up, that's the only problem. They're a more well-rounded team than Brady's team this year. Brady's missing multiple linemen. Fournette is not running 100%. The receivers, they're kind of in and out with injuries. Mike Evans barely started popping off. He was kind of slumped all year, missing passes. So I think if Dallas shows up, I think that defense, I think Micah Parsons is also pissed off because he didn't make that Pro Bowl that the players pick. So he's going to be practicing hard. I think he's going to get 2 sacks probably this game. He's upset. You can see it on Twitter. He's already like, what the fuck? I didn't make it. And so, like, I think he's going to get 2 sacks. Brady does not do good when he gets hit constantly. He starts throwing tablets and shit. So I think the Cowboys make it on. So that makes the
Not a tablet.
Yeah, I mean he starts doing crazy. The hardest matchup to me is the Giants and the Minnesota. Because Minnesota,
I'm telling you, dude, it's a coin flip.
Dude, they have played good and they have played fucking bad. And the Giants have been playing
Shitty.
The Giants have been playing consistently good, but not super great. So I think the Giants win because I feel like Minnesota always crumbles under the pressure of themselves. So that would make the Giants play Philly and then the Cowboys play the 49ers. And we would be playing, I'm pretty sure we play in San Francisco because they're the number 2 seed. The San Francisco fans always travel. They always fill up a stadium. They're going to make it super hard for the freaking Cowboys to play. It's a classic matchup. Like, it's old school. 49ers Cowboys is old school. You can make the Cowboys win once on the road, but twice in the road in a row, I don't think so. I think that defense is too much. The only reason I think that we do better against Tampa Bay is because Tampa Bay is the second to worst in creating turnovers. So even if Dak messes up, I don't think they're getting a whole lot of them. San Francisco,
Tampa scraped in.
Yeah. And I think
they scraped in.
The 49ers are really good at getting turnovers and playing hard. You know, they're like the ghetto kids who just keep hitting you in the face, dude. Like you just can't fucking you can't do anything about them. They don't play fair. Like they hit you and hit you and hit you.
They're gonna get bullies.
Yeah, they're bullies. They're bullies, and Dallas is not a bully team. They haven't been the bully team since the 90s. Dude, I'm telling you, Dallas is so soft, bro. It's annoying. Dude, I'd be the worst coach too. I'd be like, dude, you guys are so fucking soft. It's crazy.
Wonder Bread.
Dude, it's so bad. It like makes me so mad that I'm a Cowboys fan and they're that soft.
Yeah.
And then so
okay, so
then it puts San Francisco and Philly. The only reason I have Brock Purdy beating Jalen Hurts is because I don't know if after the Giants game if Jalen Hurts will be 100%. Because he is sore and it was a pretty bad shoulder injury. Like it hurt him pretty bad. So
yeah, he might be wearing down.
He comes off a rest for one game, but the Giants play rough too. So like, I don't know if he gets hurt or not. And I just think Christian McCaffrey and the defense can carry through Philly. It doesn't have to all be on the QB. It could be on multiple people at San Francisco. Where I think Jalen Hurts' play is what makes Philly.
Yeah.
So then they go through. Okay. I just don't. When it comes down to the Super Bowl, I just don't know if the 49ers can handle such a well-rounded team with the Bengals.
Yeah, looking at those two, looking at that, I think it's more obvious that the Bengals take that.
Yeah.
Just because I think when you look at offensive weapons, Bengals are able to match, but they have Joe Burrow. So that's your one up. This dude has Super Bowl experience. He was there last year.
Yeah, and he didn't do too bad in the Super Bowl when he played, right? He barely lost.
Yeah, they barely lost.
Yeah. Against who was it?
The Rams.
And that Rams team was looking good with Aaron Donald. And that was with the shitty O-line.
Force. They came out hot and the Rams came back in that game, right?
And then the freaking O-line now, they started off rough because they were all brand new people, but then towards the end, I'm like, I don't think Burrow got sacked once like in the last 3 games.
Yeah.
You want to go over Rotondos now?
Yeah, I'm just moving it. So
when we're done with this too, when you download it, send them to me too, so I can make a little thing and I can keep track of who's who's.
All right, so all of us. Wait, no, we have the same Super Bowl winner, right?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, so me and Atondo have the same Super Bowl winner, but not the same Super Bowl matchup.
Me and you.
So we'll see. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. So the only difference from oh my god, Chargers fans. All right, but
I saw it too, dude. I wasn't gonna say nothing. I want to hear his side first.
Let's hear Atondo speak all the way through.
Okay, they beat us twice here, but we all 1 possession games, and we were hurt for both of them. Like,
let's not jump the gun. Start your bracket. We know what we're talking about already.
I'll stay quiet. I'll stay quiet. I'm sorry.
I mean, I think that's pretty. I mean, the Jacksonville Chargers game, that would probably be difficult. But I think Chargers got it. Bengals got it easy. Buffalo got it easy.
Yeah.
That first round of the AFC it seems pretty easy on paper.
I got the Cowboys. I think they're a better team than the Bucks. Probably be a tough game though, but I think Dallas got that one. Vikings. I think they're frauds. I don't think they're very good.
They are the most disrespected 13 team win team.
But look at their point differential.
Yeah, it's bad, dude. Their defense,
it was negative.
Yeah, their
dude.
defense was not
negative.
there, bro.
Yeah. I think Giants got. I think Barkley goes off. Yeah.
Okay.
Good. The Niners game easy. I don't think Seattle got a chance.
Not enough weapons left.
No. Okay, I picked the Chargers in case. Okay, we lost twice to them this year. One possession games were hurt. I think the Chargers are the best defense to we set up our defense to beat the Chiefs. It doesn't necessarily work for all the other teams in the league because we get ran on. But the Chiefs don't have a run game really.
That's true. They're not the best runners.
Darren's the best cover guy on Kelsey in the league, I think.
Your defense causes trouble for Kansas City. It matches up well every time.
And Bosa.
Are you guys getting Mike Williams back?
That's what I think it comes down to for me. Is if Mike Williams is 100%.
If you have Mike Williams going into that game, it changes the dynamic. Just because I don't think they have enough people to cover all those.
Yeah, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, DeAndre Carter,
Austin Eckler coming out of the backfield.
Jared Everett. That's a good, well-rounded team. Especially with.
I think he'll play, but I'm not sure. You think practice?
Yeah, because I heard something about it being a back issue and that it wasn't as bad as because he got carted off. So you're like, whoa, what the hell? But
it was more of a back.
I think they were already hopeful. Yeah.
And then I definitely think that Kansas City is the weakest secondary out of all these teams. So I mean, if anyone's going to put it up against them, it's going to be the Chargers.
Points get ran up on Kansas City for sure. But yeah, keep going, Atondo.
And then I think the Bills they're going to play for DeMar. It's gonna be that'll be a shootout though. It has to be a shootout for Buffalo to win.
I wonder why, on my Bengals and Buffalo, it's flipped, and his Buffalo and Bengals. I mean, it don't really matter, but I was wondering why his graphic was backwards in mine, even though we picked the same thing.
He might have picked Buffalo's game first.
Yeah, Giants.
But yeah, I don't know why.
Giants, Eagles. I think the Eagles are a better team. I think they're hurt there on defense a little bit, but
yeah, they're a little banged up.
Me and Atano picked the same freaking NFC side.
But yeah, I just think the Eagles are a better team. And then too many weapons.
Y'all just love Purdy.
It's not
all those weapons.
Honestly, it's not even him.
Weapons, dude. It's just they went to a Super Bowl with Garoppolo. I mean, Purdy can do it.
And Colin Kaepernick. That's what I'm saying.
Then I think
I just think that's like having the fastest car, but you don't have a good driver.
Yeah, it's like having a Lamborghini, but you can't drive stick, so you can't even drive it.
Exactly, and I just think that's what's gonna happen. Like Kaepernick and Garoppolo, but this dude is Mr. Irrelevant. This dude didn't even get drafted really high. He doesn't have a lot of time.
Yeah, but is he really playing bad?
You get a fast car, you drive straight, you're good. But then, yeah, I mean, that's
yeah, but sorry, there's a couple left turns getting to the Super Bowl. This ain't a drag race.
Well, that's why
that was gonna smack that shit into the wall.
That's why I didn't. There's a left he's in the wall, but I think right now driving straight, he's good.
He's good. Okay, yeah, we'll see. It's funny because that's the biggest objection we have. You both have it. San Francisco running the NFC side, so we'll see.
I just think they have the best front seven defense, and then their weapons on offense.
And then the offensive weapons. Debo's back. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even think about Debo being in the whole time. I think they're better just not better, but they're great even without him.
Even without.
I mean, Brandon Ayuk, Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, freaking who else on there? I mean, even McLeod. Those those freaking jet sweeps they're doing with him, he's fast.
Yeah.
And then on defense, Bosa, Ward, freaking that middle linebacker, what's his name with the dreads? Forgot his name. 54.
Yeah. No, I think my Chargers. I think they fall short AFC Championship. Yeah, I think Buffalo is just too good. I don't think our teams.
Yeah, Buffalo just has too
The
much.
Chargers have a good enough team to Super Bowl.
The
I
only
think they could.
thing
I don't think. I think next year's their chance.
I think the only thing that messes with me with Buffalo is when Josh Allen gets in the red zone. He's had too many, like when you don't stretch the field, he had too many picks or fumbles, like stuff in the end zone.
Just turnovers in the red
Because I
zone.
think his receivers' speed help him a lot, but when you shorten the field and it's only like 15 yards, they don't get the same separation.
And I think at that point, that's where you gotta take 2 steps back and then tuck that shit away and go. You're big, dude. You're fucking big. Fall
do it like what
forward.
you did with the Rams, where you're freaking stretched out over them. You know, you did the LeBron, not LeBron, you did the Michael
Yeah.
Jordan on it.
Yeah, I think Herbert and Allen like they have these big arms and they think they just throw it anywhere, like in between like the smallest holes. And
Oh yeah, yeah. They're a little too confident in the
I
arm.
mean, Herbert does have a bullet, bro. Like, I seen him that full zip it, and I'm like, God damn, I want to catch that shit.
Oh, they do, but then there's times where it's like it's a little too confident because they hit a couple passes, and it's like, yeah, I'm
They're
gonna
like,
split
bing, bing,
3
bing.
and throw it right over that linebacker's head, and then that fucking linebacker turns
Yeah,
and
because
like,
there was one play, I'm pretty sure,
so it's tough
when Buffalo,
because you want them to be confident, you want them to try and do that, but
there,
it's just
there was one play before that
sometimes it's
game got
smarter to play
canceled
something else.
between Buffalo and Cincinnati, where Josh Allen threw like into 3 defenders in Cincinnati. I'm like, why would he even throw there? There's like no chance for him to
Yeah,
complete it. He would just try to zip it in there.
yeah. Sometimes it's just go up and get it, and it's like
He's like,
these are NFL DBs you're
yeah.
throwing
He's like, fuck
against.
it, Diggs down there somewhere.
Exactly. But yeah, Buffalo, Josh Allen's just too much in the Super Bowl, or what?
yeah. I think they're gonna.
Yeah, because
All right, there's gonna be like an extra just like motivation for them.
yeah, if they're Super Bowl bound and Damar Hamlin's story, and there's just gonna be a fucking energy behind that team. That's gonna be hard to overcome for sure.
Yeah. So week with the Super Wild Card week, me and Atano have the same outcome because we have the same uh, wild card teams. The only one different would be Zepeda. I'm pretty sure Zepeda. I think picked Bucks and he picked Minnesota. The
Yeah, I
only
think
difference.
Minnesota has enough
So we'll
left
have
in
the
the
same.
tank. Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson, fucking T.J. Hawkinson, fucking Cook. I think they can put it together and be phony for one more game.
I think that this like this playoffs, every game I want to watch. You know, there's always like that one team that squeaks in, and I'm like, I'm not watching that game because they shouldn't, they're not the best team in there. I think everyone's gonna have
Yeah.
everyone this year has a good matchup. I think the only ones that could be kind of boring is Cincinnati and Baltimore, and Buffalo and Miami.
Games I wouldn't want.
Yeah, I think those can just be
I think
one
those
sided really
two they
quickly. And
should
it's
win
not their
easily.
fault. It's not their fault. It's just those teams had good seasons and they're
It's their
coming in with
situation they were
quarterback
given.
injuries. Yeah. They're coming in with big quarterback
Yeah,
injuries, so it's like it's not their fault, but it's just it's it's not gonna happen. There ain't any other way
I
you can
agree.
put it. But so all you guys submitted, right? Everyone submitted their bracket and stuff.
Well, send it to me at the end, and I'll make a little graphic for them. But we all put something in there.
You just
Okay, yeah,
saved it,
no,
right?
I got them all. So
Yeah, I just
yeah, you
saved it.
just hit like save or whatever, and it like locks it in.
Okay.
Yeah, pick saved, and then share your picks. Oh, we'll see how it goes. It'll tell you how many points you get. So I think we'll be able to go and see like after wild card weekend whose points add up. because they give you different points. So like even if I fuck up on my NFC wild card, but then I do better, it'll show you guys'
Do better.
points.
Yeah.
So you get, yeah, we can compare and see who gets the most points. But yeah, that's
I think all
interesting.
three of us have different finals.
Like matchups, yeah. Me and Otondo have the same winner, but like I have Eagles, Buffalo. He had Buffalo Niners, and you had Bengals Niners.
Yep.
So everyone has a different kind of area there. Me and you both picked KC to beat Chargers. The Charger fan picked Chargers to beat KC. So that's different. You have Buffalo losing to Cincy early, as to where me and Otondo have Buffalo winning. So yeah, there's some differences. Nothing's identical. So yeah, we'll see. I think you guys can have identical points going into the next round because you guys didn't pick anything different.
Yeah.
On the wild card weekend stuff. Me, I have the Minnesota pick, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, interesting. We can get back on the pod, talk about all the playoffs, how everything went, who looks good, who looks bad, what injuries happened, things like that. It sucks because we can't switch around. These are locked. So if like Jalen Hurts gets hurt,
locked in.
Yeah, we're kind of screwed and stuff, but it happens. This is just like March Madness. You don't know. You have to pick every fucking game in advance. So it'll be cool. But yeah, that's it. Anything you guys want to talk about before we wrap the pod up? Good luck to both of your guys' teams. I'm not gonna be that sourpuss who's like, fuck Dallas. I hope they lose in the first round. I hope Dak breaks his ankle. I'm not gonna be that dude.
Thank you.
I hope Dallas goes far. Go far. Fly Eagles fly. That guy with the hat.
Yeah.
Fly Eagles fly. You're crying? He's like, it hurts, man. It hurts. That's one of the funniest videos I've ever seen. And then I would love Justin Herbert to get his first playoff win. I think he's gonna. And then I don't mind Kansas City getting knocked off. Sometimes you get tired of seeing the same people in fucking AFC Championship game, Super Bowl shit. So yeah, interesting football. It's just gonna be nice to enjoy it and not have to worry about, oh man, did I play the right guy? And then fantasy's done. Fantasy's done. We just get to enjoy it. And then we'll start planning out, seeing how I'll look it up, how we actually do the Super Bowl squares. And then what pricing we want to do. Because I think essentially there's 100 boxes. I don't even know how many fucking boxes there are. Something like that. But we'll see. So we can do $1 a box, we can do a quarter a box. It's whatever. It's just gonna be fun anyways. But yeah, that's it. You guys got anything?
Bolt up.
Just good luck,
oh, God.
Bolt
up. He said bolt up.
Bolt up. Oh my God. At least I'm a reasonable Cowboys fan.
And what is DRM
I
say?
really
Ride him hard. Ride him hard. Let's go. Jerry Jones for president.
I am not saying that.
Jerry Jones is my president.
No, I am not saying that.
You have no faith
ride
in your
team. Ride Dak
to
the Super Bowl.
But I'm realistic.
He ain't got no faith.
I do
He's
have
just
faith.
a Cowboys fan that's used to being let down.
Disappointed.
He's down in the dumps.
They do it every time to me.
The Cowboys have not been let down way more than Bears been let down every year in their existence.
True. But I just can't get high knowing that Dak only has freaking one playoff win. A slap in my damn face.
Yeah.
It could be worse.
All right,
Our
guys.
teams could not be in the playoff.
We'll see what day we want to get on next week. Talk about this. See who's doing the best. Maybe even do a punishment for who has the least amount of points at the end of the playoff Super Bowl challenge.
Tano's gonna come over and watch the game at my house.
I did. Unfortunately, yeah, I got plans, but I want to see the shit talking. I want to see if a Tondo's team's getting blown out. If he's crying on your couch, bro, I need to see it. You can just send it through our chat.
I'm gonna go. Where are you going, fool?
You got to see the door, and then you got to show the score, and then him in his car just like driving off, bro. He gonna cry in the car.
I'm gonna wait to roll the window. He's gonna be like Russell Wilson. He'd be like bolt up,
We'll
baby.
run away like on the fucking